All right, back out in the garage. I'm gonna kind of feel like I need to start every garage video with a tractor. I don't know. CB still not making any progress there because still got to get some rod bolts and stuff. But anyway, look at that Mini. I forget what the name of that thing, but Jeep's in the garage or Jeep's in the driveway. So we're gonna take a walk out here, and there's the big ugly 97 Dodge 3500 Cummins. We're gonna get some music in the background because, you know, Harleys, big radios, whatever. Anyhow, boy. We gotta get some of this. We'll just put a Corvette on top of the car right there. Corvette on the minivan. Oh, Jesus. Small town living, you gotta love it. Anyhow, no. Oh, look at that. Big honking air filter. Just put that on tonight. But I gotta do some work because there's got to be a gasket or something between this outlet on the turbo and the downpipe. There's this clamp here, but it's blowing. If you go there to the pump and you goose it, it blows black smoke everywhere, and it's coming from here. So downpipe's loose on the output of the turbo. Gotta fix that. Don't want to turn brand new air filter black yet. But we also got freaking Dodge. I don't know. That's not gonna show up. I don't know. I'm too old for like this shit. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we're bleeding. I got a transmission leak of some kind. I'm thinking it's a line going into a cooler, or maybe the cooler. I don't know. But the main part of this project is the big trailer here. I've had this thing for, geez, probably close to 25 years. It was a shop built deal. Brakes on it, vacuum over hydraulic. I put some pictures on Facebook, and people, they thought I was nuts because they thought I was cutting a air cylinder for like a big semi apart. Anyway, tri-axle. These are not house trailer axles. These are like 8,000 pound Dexters with some like 3.5 by 12 screwy brakes on them, which is awesome. Which means you can't get parts for nothing. I think I did figure out that the brake shoes are the same as like a 1974 International 3/4 ton truck. Anyway, so we'll get that. Oh, jeez, it's horrible footage. So here's what we got underneath the bed. We got brake cylinder, reservoir, booster deal. We got one line there, one line there. Yeah, hold my beer. I'm going in. Down underneath here. So we got this line, this one here. Yeah, geez, there's so much going on. This one here going over here. So this goes into a T with a vacuum. What we said, vacuum tank. Get this line here also coming off T going into the what you're looking at, dummy. Into the solenoid. This is the one that goes to here. This one here basically just goes to a vent. And then I don't know what that. I don't know. Never really known. But anyhow, so the way it works is when the truck's running, you got vacuum coming in here, going over the tank. So you got some vacuum reserve. And then you got the line that goes to the solenoid and the line that goes over here, and coming out of the solenoid, and then we got this other line that goes over here. So basically, geez, this video's gonna suck. Here on the booster, inside the booster, if it'll focus, there's a rubber diaphragm between the two halves. There's a spring and a piston that goes into the master cylinder. So you got vacuum on both sides, and what happens is when you hit the brakes. I don't know, you probably will see this. The wiring over here. The solenoid is just a second on-off valve. So when you hit the brakes, solenoid pops. When the solenoid pops, it vents the backside of this booster thing through the solenoid over here to this vent, which allows atmospheric pressure on this side, which is going to push, and then you got the vacuum pressure on this side that's going to suck, which pulls the piston into the that thing, master cylinder, and of course that then translates into brake pressure, hydraulic pressure in the brake line. And then I've had to replace a little bit there, so it's nice and shiny. Anywho, it's on or off. There's like no in between. Yeah, excuse me. COVID. Not. Ooh, beer. Look at that. Party foul. Anyway, so we'll work our way back here towards the back. And this is the part that really sucks about this thing. I'm on hands and knees crawling underneath the trailer. Good thing is it's tall enough when you get up on jack stands. You probably can't see, but anyway, get up on jack stands, you can crawl hands and knees and get back here. But you get back here and you got, boy, I don't know if that's going to show up. So, brake line. Yeah, forget you. Brake line coming from all the way up there, all the way back here. Got another T with a rubber line to take up suspension travel into another brake line that goes into the wheel cylinders. The biggest problem is there is so, I hope I can get, oh, there we go. If I can get that on camera, there is so, that's very little clearance between the frame and the backing plate. I mean, it's like, I don't even know if there's a half inch in there, maybe a quarter. So if you get in rough ground and get and the suspension's flat worn out, if you get it racked around just right, the frame will actually cut that brake line off, just flush at the fitting. And then about the third time you use the brakes, you've pumped enough fluid out of that hole that you don't have any more brakes. But slowly working on getting them bled back down. This one's good to go. Oh damn! I'm gonna go over there next, and then we'll go back over here, and then back over there. I get this fun little tool. Go back. Let's crawl hands and knees like a little baby. Back up here to the front. And look. Dang. Apologize for this video. I'm old and hard. So I got this little deal here, and I got magnets, and this tip will cram into the bleed screw, and I've got this piece here that will bolt down on top of the reservoir, and with that hole, and then that hole goes down in there. I use my little blow gun, my little recycled propane tank, air tank thing. We can pressurize that, push fluid back, and when this thing starts filling up with fluid and there's no air bubbles in the line, that hole's bled, we hope. Better than normal. So anyway, I got some room there. I think I'm gonna top that off. Another thing is it captures all the fluid coming out, and some of it's kind of nasty, so I recycle, and that's, you can see how nasty that's a coffee filter that I use to still a fluid in the bottom of that thing. But there's so much junk in one filter. I used that to reclaim as much of the, because when I got done with that one wheel that I got done, this little bottle was almost full by the time I got back there. And anyway, I'm rambling or dambling. So the goal is we're gonna put cap back on. Well, we're gonna top that off, put the cap back on. I found another full jug of juice somewhere. Get that topped off, get the cap on it, get the bleed screw loosened on that axle that's under the trailer there. So I swear to you, it's there. Get that one loose, get this on it, and see if we can push the air out of that one. And then we'll move back to this side and try and get that one done. If we can get that one pushed out, then we'll go back over there, and over there. Back axle does not have active brakes at this time, which is fine. I mean, drive like you got some sense and you don't need all that much, you know, whatever. Anyhow, fluid, cap, a little bit of air pressure. See if we can get that axle bred. Anyway, that's what I've been working on, and I'll be back.